Sure, back. I left my phone in there.
You left your phone in there?
I was charging it. That's fine.
Alright, welcome to podcast episode 3. Just me.
Hold on.
This is me, Brandon, and Andrew today, because we think Nikki died, so it's just us
They
today.
probably put him in the AC out there.
Yeah, they put him in the AC unit that goes.
It revs every time in a specific time at the period ends.
Damn, this podcast almost didn't happen, but Brandon came in clutch and lied to our substitute.
Interview.
This is an interview.
It could be an interview.
Don't eat the wall, Andrew.
I'm caressing it.
Well, I mean, we do need to do an interview soon, so I mean, it
Yeah.
wasn't a complete lie, but
Or we can use storyboard.
We could tell
Yeah.
a story about the interview.
the to-be interview.
Yeah.
Hello.
How may we help you?
you can't be featured 2 podcasts in a row. It's a rule. Sorry.
Go outside.
I'm here for you.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
So you couldn't really for the phone.
Ow! Ow! New section. I'm being dead.
Alright. Alright, we're good. Homie came in, I punched him in the jaw.
Stuff happened. I thought I had to call 911.
Yeah, okay, so let's see what happened this week. I had the flu. Brandon's tonsils died. I think Nick died today.
I feel like I'm next.
Andrew's gonna die next.
You're gonna bring me down.
You want to tell me what my Tuesday or you want me to tell you what my Tuesday consisted of?
Yes, tell me about
So
your
Tuesday, right? You're supposed to go back to school because President's Day was on Monday. And I'm like, oh boy, it's the last week of grades. I'm missing a lot of work. I need to do this. My body's like, Monday night, it's like, what if you didn't though? And I started, my tonsils started getting swollen. And I was like, uh-oh, that's not a good. So then I woke up in the morning. It was a mix. I started feeling sick, and I was like, oh, I just won't go to school today. And then I was in the bathroom trying not to throw up from anxiety attacks because I wasn't going to be able to do my work. And then trying not to throw up because I was just sick. And then it was okay because we finished everything anyway. But, on Tuesday, I stayed at home, went to sleep in my, the clothes I was going to go to school in. Just fell asleep in jeans. Woke up sweating because I was wearing jeans and the fan was facing away from me.
Oh.
And I just woke up at like 10 and my dad was like, you good? I was like, no.
I felt that.
And then I went back to sleep, woke up again, started watching videos on YouTube, went back to sleep again and woke up. And I was like, I'm going to start Little Witch Academia. Hated that. And then I went back to sleep. And then I woke up again at 7. And then I took NyQuil and went to sleep for good.
There's a lot of sleeping in that story.
Brandon is currently dead.
He
Yeah.
died like 50 times in that one story.
What about you?
Monday was a little better, or Wednesday was a little better. Also, this morning, I woke up and I was talking to my dad, and then, I stopped talking, or I wasn't talking to him, he was talking to me, and I was just nodding, and then my throat was, real congested or something. So my dad says it's cold outside, and I was wearing, a thin Adidas jacket, and I looked at him, and I spoke 2 octaves lower than him. He was like, it's cold outside. I was like, it's cold.
You turned into the dad.
No, it was like that State Farm commercial. Or was it Allstate? The Allstate commercial.
Yeah, I turned into the Allstate guy. I was like, it's cold.
You're cold.
It's cold.
Now we know what insurance you have.
Yeah. And
What
my
about-
dad looked at me. He was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I wasn't ready to talk."
What about you, Andrew? You want to say a little something about what happened?
No, I didn't have anything going on this
Yeah,
week.
you do got something going on.
No, I don't want to talk about it
Why?
because
Come on, Andrew.
I just don't want to talk about it.
Andrew, we've talked about many things on this podcast.
Well, this is
Talk
not
about
going to
it.
be one of them.
We talked about throw-up stories and Capri Sun
And a fire alarm.
and a fire alarm.
Come on, Andrew.
We could talk about the new Star Wars episode that came out.
I
today.
didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it either. But
It's there.
Yeah, we could talk about it. When I saw the trailer, I was pretty excited. I was like, yo, we're going to see this. And yeah,
Yeah?
so I had to input in that.
All right. Well, yesterday Andrew's texting a little someone. He's looking at movie times.
Huh?
Nick asked Andrew, "Oh, who you gonna go see a movie with?" Andrew just like myself. And then he saw you do that one text. That one.
He's
little-
gonna go see the Sonic movie.
Oh.
Yeah, I was texting myself a reminder Sonic movie
He was just.
on Snapchat, specifically. You know, it'd just be like that.
He doesn't have an alarm app for some reason. He was just texting himself on Snapchat.
Yeah.
That's how it works. I was gonna say something, but I forgot.
Yeah.
I like it.
Oh, it's been a lot of fighting accounts and drama accounts that's been popping
yeah,
up
the drama account.
in our area where we live.
Oh,
yeah.
It's like our school district and then drama or fights.
Or
Those have been coming up a lot. It's just like,
Spill the tea.
yeah, I was like, oh,
I
man.
had seen so many of those for like other things. Like I got a district like 2 states away. Like I don't remember what state it's. I don't remember the. I think it was Colorado.
What?
There was a school district in Colorado, and it had their schools. And I only found it because it posted the names of all the schools, and I looked it up. It's like, oh yeah, this is in Colorado, and they were just rating the middle schools and stuff.
Rating the middle
No,
schools?
no, but like,
No, like they were trash talking people. They were rating like looks, whatever.
oh yeah,
and they were
that's
doing
how-
all
that's
that
how it's
stuff,
going on,
but
the drama.
in Colorado, and I got it on my second account, the meme account, and I was just like,
So what happens when you run a meme account?
I have 2 accounts. I have my account with all the boys, and then I have my meme account, which is just I threw that away. I look at it occasionally, and the last time I looked at it, there's a Colorado school page just talking like, oh, who's the
so
hottest girl, or who's the guy you hate the most.
I followed the 2 for the one for the 2 ones that are for our district, and it's mainly just middle schools.
It's only middle schools.
No, there's some high school.
Yeah, there's like a little-
1 or 2.
Yeah, like little sprinkles every now and then. It's
No,
just
you
like,
gotta tell them about what you did yesterday. What you did.
I was like, I'm gonna start a civil war between the middle schools, and I texted the account like this whole paragraph being like, oh, this school has all the dirty girls, and all the guys are gonna start working at rat-ridden gas stations. And it was up for a while, then it got taken down because someone found it too offensive.
They reported it. They reported the whole account.
Yeah, the account got taken down. And I was like, no! And I found 2 other ones. And it's whack because it's just all middle school kids.
It is
And I
just
was
talking
like,
drama. It's so
yeah,
weird.
and the drama is so stupid. It's like, oh, this person, I don't like them, so and they can't do anything because of it, and they're ugly, and I'm gonna fight them. And it's like, we used to be like this.
I
I
remember,
was never like
Or
that.
no, not we, but like our grade used to be like this.
I remember one of the stories when I was looking at Joey's phone. It was about some chick who was bending in front of this guy to pick up a pencil.
Yeah, like that. Oops, pick up a pencil, and like, oh, my butt touched your pelvic area.
Nah, see,
Oh.
we do that to each other, the guys.
I did that to you, and you didn't
Boys
back away
locker.
one time, and I was like, what the hell?
I thought you were gonna say it was just a prank, but I never heard it's just a prank.
No, yesterday Andrew was freaking out, or he was freaking out. He was like, I never said no homo
Oh, yeah,
faster in
'cause-
my life.
Because we were talking about what happened, like what me and Nick did by accident.
Oh no, me and Nick we had our hands on your thighs and we kept going higher in competition with each other. And then you're like, oh, remember that time when Nick like credit card your butt crack and I accidentally touched your pee pee? And I was like, huh? And he's like, I never said no homo faster in my life.
I don't remember you telling me about
It
that.
was a very interesting experience. I don't remember. I think I went to slap his thigh, but then I accidentally slapped his nose.
And he's like, I never freaked out more in my life. I'm like, you went home and your mom, I can't sleep. Why? I touched my friend's pee-pee today.
Keeps me up at night.
He thinks about it in the shower and he just starts crying.
I cry in the shower at night because of you.
Oh my god. And there's like 2 accounts that have Kermit the Frog as a profile picture.
It's all there's. I've seen
Spills.
accounts that aren't even like school. It's just like celebrity drama, and it has the stupid Kermit sipping the freaking Lipton tea.
Because they're spilling the tea, my guy.
Yeah, it's a Muppet. It can't drink liquids. It's just dirtying the sock and spilling tea all over the
I'll
floor.
make a Muppet that can drink tea. I'll develop a Muppet that's specifically used to drink tea.
I like the one post where it's like, oh, I got tea. Okay, spill. You're fat. That was it.
Dang, bro.
Sure did get them, brother.
They ask you if they want. What was it? Share and what else?
Huh? No, it was like it was like show or cover for your profile picture.
It's so dumb though. It's like what?
Just like
Show or cover. It's so dumb.
I want the clout.
I got some tea to spill. They're like, oh my god, spill.
So-
the story, and they're like S or C, show or cover.
I haven't used this word in a while, but that's literally cringe.
It's very
Like
cringe.
it's just so
It's definitely a middle schooler running it.
It's very.
I don't.
It's
see
just a
anyone
high
else
schooler. Like
running.
I want to see what's going on.
I need to find out who this person is.
But the account I texted, instead of saying after it got really big, instead of saying the district, it said our whole county. It said our county drama. And I was like, all right, yeah. And then it got deleted.
It's probably because of what you posted.
Probably.
I didn't lead him post.
I mean, I'm sure someone who works for the county or district or anything see it and they're like, you can't do that. And you can't. You're not supposed to be doing that.
Well, guess what? They are doing it.
Yeah, and they're getting
Schoolers will
taken
be
down.
Middle schoolers.
Middle schoolers will be middle schoolers.
They're like, oh my god, they called me the ugliest girl in school. I'm gonna report you.
Yeah, that's how I read the text message when I know it's from a middle schooler. I read it in a high-pitched voice.
You have the inner monologue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was reading out loud during classes, and I was like, oh, who's the cutest and ugliest kid? Like, oh, look, the ugliest kid is Rolando, and the cutest one is definitely Joey. And I was there was literally 2 kids' names from there. I'm like, this is fake. This can't be real. This is we live in a strange time.
We live in a society.
I miss when the only drama around was that one trans kid.
What?
Back in my middle school, some trans kid started going to our school, and everyone, the only thing everyone was talking about, is it a boy or is it a girl?
Oh my god.
It was one of those trans kids where the face was a little bit too boyish, it had too much acne, but then the hair was really girlish, and it's just no one knew what to do.
No, everyone was just they don't know what to call her, or him, or whatever. I don't know how to explain it, but you know what?
It exists.
That's my fear, because I don't want to intentionally be transphobic. If I'm trying to make a joke, I'll do it, but
He's back.
if it's a genuine person, and I don't know what they are, and I'm like, oh, sir, can you get out of the way? And they look at me and they're like, sir? That's a big fear of mine, because I don't want to be like that.
Sir, can you move out of the way? Sir? Who are you calling sir? Hi, for your information, I'm a girl.
It's gonna be like that GameStop. It's ma'am.
It is ma'am.
I thought we still at the door. I was like, what the hell?
When you do that, I think it's a little ridiculous. You can't. I don't think you could call yourself a girl and start screaming in your most masculine voice.
Yes, you can. They did it at GameStop. Therefore, it's
If they can do it at GameStop, we
I
can
don't
do it
think he was
anywhere.
actually trans. I think he was doing it for the clout.
Just being trans for the clout.
There's people who do that. They're called transgender.
Transgender.
I'm gonna do that.
More like
That's-
sissy.
Oh, I can't wait to hear that. The revving of the engines outside.
Oh yes, the air conditioner revving of its engines
It happens every day.
at the exact same time. It's like
Yeah.
brr, 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 brr,
There's
brr.
no way every single day there's someone out there just revving their engine for no reason. the school needs to update their whole AC if that's what happening.
School just needs to update, dude. I
Yeah, the
swear.
whole entire school.
The
Is
school has been here since what? Like before the 70s, I know that for sure.
Bro, next year when we're seniors and we turn 18 and they tell us to do something like I'm 18, no,
Just no.
just no.
Like the middle school is built before World War One.
Which one?
The one I went to.
Oh,
And
oh,
They
the one
had
by the
better-
stadium. Wait,
Yeah,
oh.
Really? That was built before World War One.
1913.
What the heck? That school was built before World War One.
We had a substitute that like went in depth on why like our schools are poo poo. So basically, like back like in the old days, like they made schools look like prisons because like they taught you to conform and like pay and like listen to like rules and demands.
It's
And
like a factory thing. That they
yeah,
make you
that's
do.
why like they teach you how to work in a factory.
Yeah, that's what our
And-
history teacher was telling us that, and he was like I don't want to like diss the school system or anything, but schools were literally designed to
Didn't he
teach
tell
you
us
how
last
to be
year?
factory.
Yeah, that was last year.
No, he told us this year.
Oh,
That's what
really? He's copying himself.
I.
No, and then so like our like upstairs like where like you see like the walls where like the bottom is brick and then like the middle of it's wood and then the top's brick. So that used to all be window, but
Yeah.
then they were like, no, that's a little too much for them, and then they just put brick and made it all dull.
You also, you know why it's so cold in the hallways? It's because they designed it like that. They designed for wind to get in everywhere because they didn't used to have AC. But then when we did get AC, they didn't bother to change it. So now if it's cold outside, it's cold outside. It's like
Dude, I
really-
know it. It's super
like-
cold. When I was walking through the hallways, I was
like
shivering.
if it's like 40 degrees outside with a slight breeze, it's gonna feel like it should be snowing. Like, it's that bad.
What else is this school? Like they don't even bother hiding the pipes. There's just pipes coming out of
Yeah.
every crevice of the
Like
school.
someone can like jokingly be like, oh, I'm tall, I can hit the pole, and then they do it and they'll get like searing burns on their hand.
You could literally go on the roof if you wanted.
Like literally, all you need to do is just jump one little bar and then
I remember there was some kid last year, and he jumped it. He was in my third period class, and he jumped it. And he was on the roof, and he was just chilling there.
He was just vibing.
He was just chilling on the roof, and security was like, "Get down!" He was like, "Uh-oh!" So he just started running.
on the roof.
Yeah, because he didn't want to get caught. He was trying to get around and go to the other wing and jump off or something.
Some parkour.
Blade
Assassin's
Runner.
Creed.
Yeah, he's trying to escape from security. You know, like one of those old YouTube videos in like 2015.
Yeah.
And like he had 3 weeks OCS.
Well, then maybe they shouldn't make the roof accessible.
Yeah. And when he came back, the teacher was like, "Why'd you do that?" He's like, "I don't know. It just looked cool."
They shouldn't have made it more. They shouldn't have made it so appealing.
Dude, it's like it's so.
They
you
even
look
have a
at it,
how over there to get to the other room. It's like an
Like, how
invitation.
How do they have that? Have it so easily accessible and have a ladder in plain sight and be like, "Don't get on the roof." Like, well, then what's the point? Like, why do you have that there?
I know. Formal invitation.
Like, it's not for safety. I know that much. You
It's
can't just
like-
be like, "Oh, it's for fire drills." No, it's not.
It's like they have the big fencing to prevent you from getting on the roof in the 8th wing and the 7th wing.
But they just gave
But
up.
yeah, but like on the left side of the 7th wing, they're like, oh no fencing, no one's gonna do that there. Like
I feel like they just ran out of funding because of all
I
the
don't
fences
doubt
they
it.
built. Dude, they rebuilt so many fences. It's ridiculous.
Dude, and then like the freaking like if you could jump the fence and get onto the roof, can you imagine how easy it would be to just jump off the 2nd floor? Dude, there's like an area in between like the 8th and 4th wing or something, and there's just fences like this, like they do not connect. So you literally just have to side shuffle and you're just
Honestly,
That's
I
it.
feel that sometimes I'm just looking like one day I should jump off this just because so I can see the school.
just through the schools. Like, oh, someone like a little gently nudged me and I fell. It was your fault.
Just have someone just walk past me and just like bump into me. "Whoa!"
So we asked our English teacher what would happen if like the whole school rebelled against the school and well they said in the context of everyone just came to school like an hour later. My teacher's like, oh, then a lot of people would get fired. And I was just thinking, like, if enough of us get together and actually do something, Like we can we don't have to do anything. We just have to stop conforming by the rules, and then we can like get rid of the problem at this school.
Yeah, like literally, all you do is get enough people to just care about actually changing. Because people have started petitions. That doesn't do anything, honestly. If you're doing change.org, that's not how it works.
Oh my
You can't
god, our friend Robert.
You can't listen. People are like, oh, have sweet victory at the halftime show, and they're signing the petition on change.org. Change.org isn't a real company. You can't sign that petition and expect the government to care. You actually have to go to like the government, go to City Hall and be like, can we petition for this? Like, you can't go online and be like, petition to bring Zoo Pals back. It's not gonna work.
So apparently you can sue the school if they tell you can't wear the Virginity Rock shirt.
Really?
Yeah, because that infers your amendments.
I want to buy one.
Just buy one, like, yeah, wear that. What are you going to do with this? Any OCS, you assume?
They sent me, let me
You
speak to
could
my lawyer.
you have the freedom to like protest in school, but you can't just like go running around the school like holding signs and be like, we want change, we want better dress code. Like in Minnesota, I think they wore like black and yellow bands around their shoulder.
Were they Nazis?
They kinda like
Oh, come up to Minnesota.
to fight against the dress code. Like they had to wear uniforms, I'm pretty sure, and they didn't want to do that. So to fight, they would put like yellow ribbons around their arm and like tie it, and they just walk around the school. And the people would see like half the students with just yellow ribbons, and they'd be like, "What's that for?" And it's like, "It's for change. You better stop what you're doing, retard."
Welcome to Minnesota, where we passively aggressively wear bands.
Why are they like Swedish? What is that?
We could do something like that here.
All you need to do is get the word around. Like you can't go on the announcements and be like, if you want to change the dress code, make sure to wear a yellow ribbon around your right arm.
If you want a different dress code, walk out of class right now.
Or a choker.
Or a choker.
Like, first of all, you got to be in a class where people actually like know you. Like, you can't just go.
Well, leak it on this little show we got going.
When we get big enough, we'll release what school we go to. We'll have everyone else do it for us.
We'll do it on the TV thing for the school. We'll be like, hey.
On the show, we're just like, all right, welcome. Today's a little bit different. We're telling you to change because we're tired of all this. We're tired of the stupid dress code. I want to be able to wear a shirt that says Virginity Rocks.
I want to wear my joggers.
Oh, I remember you used to come in joggers all the time, and then you come to school and you wear like different weird pants. And we're like, what's up with those pants? And you're like, they said no more joggers.
I was sad. They were the most comfortable pants I ever wore.
You have a watch.
I know, but it's dead. It's 2:16.
Damn. That's 22. We have a lot of time.
Yeah.
Ooh-wee.
I remember last year, like, they didn't care about our hair. My hair was down to, like, my shoulders and my back. And they didn't tell me anything. And, like, people would tell me, cut your hair, but they'd never enforce it. This year, they just started enforcing it, like, really hard.
It's like we walked into a prison, you know?
Yeah. But, like, my question is why?
Like, if we had, like, a lot of teachers, like, to actually be on our side about it, like, they can't fire all of them because then they'll be short on teachers.
Yeah. They're already short on teachers. Our school doesn't have a French teacher.
Oh. Where did she go?
Yeah, where'd she go?
No, it's the one that goes to the other school. She goes to both. But there's other places that just have, like, all high schools have one specific teacher for them.
I was like, oh, is she dead?
No.
She just quit.
She's still here. It's just that, like, we shouldn't have to share teachers. That's the problem.
Literally, everyone had a crush on her.
Yeah, you were the only person. Like, literally everyone. Even Nick was like, dude, she can get it. And then you're just like...
and I'm just there like... What if she, like, got her off-the-shoulder shirt and just, like, it was, like, one of those with, like, the fold. It had, like, the big fold on it. Like, it was, like, a tube. And I was like, what if, like, you pick the tube and, like, you put it over her head and tie it, like... And then everyone else is there, like, she got a big ass.
Very interesting. I've never seen the French teacher from like years ago.
It was weird because like sometimes she wore button-up shirts that were too tight, and then they were like literally on the bust of like just popping.
That's why she did it, just to get everyone all excited, dude.
Yeah, that's how she
I
get
mean, it
everyone
gets
excited for
people-
French.
That's how you get people to pay attention.
Dude, that's facts.
That's not why I started paying attention, I promise. But like,
Yeah,
dude,
shit.
in that class, it was so stupid. I was absent one day and I got a 58 because she didn't take in my assignment that I made up.
Remember when John got mad because she recommended you for French 3?
All right, boys, it's story time. So we're in French 2. We were taking it in 10th grade.
I still haven't peed.
And I was in that class. I was absent one day because I had to go to the dentist. I come back, I'm like, what did I miss? And she's like, oh, you missed this. Just grab the textbook, do it in your journal, I'll check it. Did it in my journal, she didn't check it. So I got a 58 in her class. Then the next 6 weeks, I was like, yeah, I kind of did this. And she's like, oh. And then I got a 70 because she took it as a late assignment. And I couldn't pick that up anymore. It was too late. I got a 70 on the semester. So then the 9 weeks. So then the next 9 weeks to pick up my grade for the semester, I started grinding.
He started grinding.
Started doing all the homework. Jay was cheating in class. I was cheating with him.
I ass pulled so hard in that
He
class.
looked up the textbooks and he found the answers.
I
And I
thought
would just,
that was me in Spanish, dude.
I copied off of his paper.
Multiple times Brandon witnessed me just pull out the whole assignment sheet from Google. Like I literally got the whole assignment with all the answers, and then also pirate a bunch of movies. I shouldn't have said that, but too bad.
She also had like the phone pockets right next to us. So like all Jay had to do was like put his phone up when we got in, then go to grab his journal and take his phone out, and that's how he cheated.
I didn't even put my phone away. I just had my phone.
That's what I would do.
100 over here.
And then during like, I just kept going. I was like, I can't drop this. I can't drop my French grade. I needed to pass, so I just kept going, just kept working. And then at the end, I had like a 90 in her class, and she was like, if you'd be willing to do French 3, and I was like, yeah. And then I didn't because I needed to take AP tutorials.
It was like how I had like a 50 or a 60 on there, and then I failed the final exam, and I got a 70. I ended the year with a flat out 70.
Literally, I exempted the exam. I didn't have to take it. Jay got a freaking he got a 42 or something on the final exam, and he had like a 50 in the class overall, and he passed with the 70.
I was like, yeah, boy. That's where my ass pull started coming out.
Just like, you know what? Just Google.
Yeah. Like in 8th grade, I literally missed half the year because like I just didn't go to school or my grandma picked me up early. So I literally missed half the school year, and I just had to go to like 3 after school things, and I got all my hours back. And in Kano, I don't.
Terrified of you getting an actual job.
Don't worry about it. I mean, architecture isn't really that. It's like it's more tedious than anything.
Yeah, but like I mean, like a part-time.
Oh yeah, when I go try to work at the deli.
Yeah, I'm horrified of you being there because they're gonna be like, oh, you need to like do this or whatever, and you're just like, all right, and you just throw away all the tomatoes, and they're like, oh, thank you for that. They actually went bad yesterday. Like, just the stupidest stuff is gonna happen.
It's my luck.
It's gonna be like a slice of life anime. Like you just do everything. What was that one where like the dude does everything wrong on purpose?
Milo Murphy's Law.
Yeah. You could have just made that up. I don't know.
No, it's a Disney show. He has the worst luck, but everything works out in the end.
So like, you just do everything wrong. Like you purposely just don't care and you do whatever you want. And they're like, "Oh, thank God you did that, or we'd be doomed." And you're just like, "Oh, I see."
Yep, get more sick days.
Turns on the microwave, saves the restaurant.
Back onto the Virginity Rocks thing.
We strayed so far away from that.
I know. They take you into OCS. Fool, you activated my trap card. You bring out a whole document.
Once you're like, sign here.
Dude, I'm trying so hard. I can't get OCS. If I get OCS, I can't go on the orchestra trip. I can't get it once.
You and then you're straight up gonna leave me alone.
Yeah.
Is it a weekend or on a school week?
It starts on a Thursday and we get back Sunday.
I went to OCS like 5 times already.
For what? This year?
Yeah.
For what?
Because I wanted to wear my joggers and they didn't let me. I was doing my own little protest. And it didn't work out at the end.
You're just wearing joggers in OCS.
I remember the beginning of the year, they pulled me in. He was just like, "You need to shave." I was like, "Alright," and I shaved. And then he was like, "You also need to tie your hair back." I was like, "No, thank you." And I just left. And he didn't say anything.
One time I had a substitute and I had my Raycon earbuds and I had on my ear. She's like, "Oh, sir, you're not supposed to be listening to music." And I didn't hear because I had the earbuds in. And she tapped my desk. I looked up and I tapped it and she's like, "So are those earbuds?" And I know they're my hearing aids. I had to touch them because they were off. And she's like, "Oh, okay." She went back to the desk and then kept watching Yu-Gi-Oh.
What a move, dude.
Just a power play.
That reminds me of what I did freshman year. One time security came up to me and told me to shave, and I looked at them like, "No, I can't. I'm Jewish," and they believed
Oh,
me.
man. I was like in 9th grade.
What I want to do is like one day I just want to like shave the side of my head and put in like a weird looking earbud and just start listening to music all the time. And the teachers are like, "Oh, what is that?" I'd be like, "Oh, it's a hearing aid. Look, I got surgery," and they'd like stitch or like get a tattoo of stitches around my
A
ear.
tattoo.
So people like they look at me and they're like, "Oh, what is that? Are you okay, sir?" I'm like, "Oh no, I started becoming part of hearing
You're gonna do that all just for one more year of school?
just for one more year. So I don't care, dude."
I'm being harassed.
Literally, how I've been treating school this year is I know you're trying to teach, but if I'm tired, I'm going to go to sleep.
Honestly, I felt that.
That's what I've been doing all year.
This whole year has just been, I do all my work, but I miss one day, and so I fail. It's so stupid.
Like,
I'm actually doing all my work and homework and catching up with school, but I miss these 2 days, and I'll be actually surprised if I pass all my classes with 80s.
honestly, I think history's the only thing I'm probably going to fail.
Because you're in, what's it called? AP?
I'm in dual.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure I'll pass the STAR test. It's just the actual class, because like she doesn't give anything, and she's being real weird with when she's like gonna give us out the assignments that we need. So I don't know when we're supposed to turn them in, and I'm just gonna watch Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm gonna go to sleep.
Yeah, Jay tells me that like in that class he just sits near the desk.
I literally sit like right in front of her desk.
Sits right in
She
front of
watches me watch YouTube.
She watches him just watch
She
anime
just
and
accepts it.
whatever. And he's just sitting there and he's like, "Yep." You know what I'm doing in history? Sitting dead center in the middle of the classroom because he has them in test like order. And I'm just like doing my work.
It's literally my luck. I watch Yu-Gi-Oh! All history. Then in math class, I used to go up and get my phone. He said nothing. Brandon go up. He's like, "Oh, no, we still have like 20 minutes." I just vibe.
I don't think I have a single class where I could just sit down and watch YouTube. I don't have a single class to rely. I have AP tutorials.
I literally watch YouTube all day now that I think about it.
Yeah.
First period, I just listen to music and don't do anything. Second period, with oh, he's alive.
Who's
Nick's alive.
What do you say?
What if he just says, "I will go"?
Second period of my science class, I just work for a little bit, and I watch YouTube.
Did you see what he said?
No. My bad, fellas. I was correct. All right. Well, I think we'll just end it off here. We only have 3 minutes till the bell rings. All right. This has been episode 3 of the podcast. We'll see you next week.